Nation. How are you? How are we? Oh, darling, beautiful Aretha, I have missed you. I have missed you. I have missed you, my sunshine.
Me too, Auntie Fumi. I live for these Sundays. I love these catch-ups. Everything I take note and I think, right, we're discussing that on Sunday. And
Yes,
we're
we'll
here.
discuss it on Sunday. My God, darling, the internet is abuzz with the Netflix docu-series of Diddy's Reckoning, The Reckoning, that was produced by none other than his
Number one nemesis.
50 Cent. And my God, what a good job that he did. It was a 4-part series. Fumi Nation have been sending this to me, and they said, you better talk about this with Aretha. And I said, yes, we will. Baby girl, take the floor.
Whew, right, we got to take it from the top. You are absolutely right. That was a beautiful opening. Thank you, Auntie Fumi. You know what? That docu-series, first of all, it was something I was actually going to save to watch this weekend because I don't usually have time during the week. But when I tell you, I just saw the comments and I said, no. Before they spoil it for me, I said, let me go and watch this with my own 2 eyes and see what's going on in these streets. We've got to take it from the beginning. And for the first 2 nights, I was actually the bags under my eyes because I stayed up all night watching it and then still had to wake up and go to work. Let's take it from the top. First and foremost, I think the thing, what did I say? Diddy's a monster. Diddy is a monster, unfortunately. And I think what we are beginning to see is, and I even said, I did a very quick take on TikTok. And what I have to say is, the word monster almost I feel like is not, I don't want to give him as some otherworldly. The monster of Diddy, I believe, was created by insecurity that stems from Diddy's deep insecurity. And I think what we got to see about Diddy very early on was that we know his father died or passed away when he was 2. And they showed us something in the beginning. And I feel like what we saw from Diddy is, I always said this, growing up, Diddy always came off like a fake, something about him just wasn't believable. You know, you make out like you're gangster, you're hard, but you're always riding off of other people's success. And I think I wasn't able to place it, but I knew there was something inauthentic about him. And I feel like what this documentary has helped us to see, to me anyway, was that Diddy didn't have a good depiction or understanding of what it was to be a man. And so everything he had heard about his father, everything that he, you know, that, oh, your father was a gangster, your father was this, he ended up trying to cosplay. And so he would bring people into his world that will help him maybe embody what he thought his father was. And I always felt like he was always emulating his depiction of what he thought it was to be a man. And I know this is going to be a wildly unpopular take, but what I got from it is, I don't care how much you want to say, I do not believe a woman can raise a man as well as a man can. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying a mum can't bring nurture, she can't bring love, but only a man can teach a man to be a man. And I feel like that's what Diddy was lacking. That was the first takeaway I got. Like, that was my psychoanalysis anyway from episode 1. I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay. Diddy, as far as I'm concerned, with this docu-series of where we didn't hear the host speak. These were different people that came and just talked. There were no questions asked. They just poured out their experiences of Diddy. And I am absolutely convinced that Diddy is a psychopath. Diddy does not love anybody, including his children.
Yes, I agree.
He does not even love his mother.
Yeah,
he only loves himself.
Yeah.
He is the worst of monsters because he knows exactly how to manipulate you. He will find your weaknesses. He knows you trust him and he will manipulate it. He is a psychopath. He does not feel anything. With all of this that was going on in the beginning, because we had a cold open where we saw him sitting down and he's talking with his lawyers back and forth. He wants to win. And I think that was why he documented this for himself, because he wanted the videographer to film all of this because he thought he would get off. He did not even pay the videographer, and that was how all of this footage landed into 50 Cent's hands. because he got to get paid. He don't care who pay him.
Right.
He's going to get paid. And that just shows the trail of what he had done over the years. May said it. May said, you're talking about money. Said, what money? He said, the money, all of the shares, everything is in your mama name. Biggie's not here. He did. And I am absolutely convinced, sure as I'm sitting down here, that he knew about it.
That he knew about what?
He knew about Biggie's passing.
I think he orchestrated it. I would go so far as to say he had a hand. Oh, okay.
I'm going to be polite.
Sorry.
He did it. He did that. He did that with Tupac. Tupac was the only one that intimidated him. And if Tupac was here today, there'd have been no Diddy.
Yeah.
He got rid of him. He got rid of him.
Threat.
Biggie was supposed to be in London. He brought Biggie to California. Even after they had done what they had done with the awards, he wanted to party in the feasts of his enemies. And of course, what happened, it didn't make sense. He set him up. I think for me, what was just cold-hearted was that I remember the funeral all the way in Harlem, how they drove down the streets, come to find out from none other than our beautiful Kirk Burroughs, who was his partner with Bad Boys.
Oh, is that the guy's name, Kirk Burroughs?
Kirk Burroughs, who ended up being destitute and all. He said that he had planned months ahead for Biggie to be in London. Biggie had no business being in California. And Biggie said, I didn't want to be there. And you know what? The funeral was charged to Biggie's estate.
After Diddy had said, I'm going to give him the biggest, how dare you? I'm going to give him the biggest funeral. We're really going to celebrate him. And then you put it on his tab. Wow.
And then he went in with a contract to make sure that it favored Bad Boys, so that way he did not have to give to the estate or the family of Biggie. And that was where Kirk said, no, that's wrong. That's bad. Yeah. That's wrong. And he got fired. Yeah. I also feel that this truly is the end of Diddy. I don't think Diddy will be released. I don't think Diddy will make it out of prison. But if he does, his life will never be the same.
You don't think he's going to make it out of prison?
No, I don't know why. When I saw this, something told me that Diddy will die in prison. I might be wrong. In my heart,
that's very interesting.
Something in my heart told me that this is actually the end of Diddy. As hard as he fought to get up out of jail, out of prison, he will never get out. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel, and I might be wrong. And in the event that he does come out, he's going to be drowned with lawsuits left and right. He will never have the life that he had. I think that this is payback for all of the lives that he destroyed.
Yes, 100%.
I think that the biggest crime is the life of his son, Christian, because that boy looks up to him. And he has done so much for the father, and the father doesn't care. The father has used his children.
Every last one of them. I know, exactly.
Single last one of them. I think all of the atrocities that he did to Danity King, to all of these people that came out, I don't remember all the people that they interviewed and everything, all of them, that this is retribution. That in actual fact, it would have been better if he had gone to jail for the shooting in the club that happened in 99. It would have been better.
Exactly.
Because these are the end of Diddy's days.
You know, it's interesting because just as you said that, so here's the thing. Somebody else recently did a take and they pointed out a number of really interesting things. The number 9 is very prominent in all of these things. So Tupac was shot 9 times. First time he was shot 5 times and didn't die. He survived. The time that finally took him out, he was shot 4 times. Biggie was killed on March 9th.
Yes.
50 Cent, the person that's come back, I remember 50 Cent's album, he was shot 9 times. 50 was shot 9 times, but someone else.
50 Cent has been shot?
Oh yeah, 50 Cent in his album Get Rich or Die Trying, he speaks about it. There's a song. I've got to find it and send it to you. He talks about being shot 9 times. And then I just looked up numerology.
Yeah.
What does number 9 mean? Just as you were saying that you think Diddy's finished, number 9 usually symbolizes the year of completion.
Mm-hmm.
In numerology, 2025 is a 9 year. And it's no coincidence. I don't think so now. It's no coincidence that Diddy is getting his reckoning now, because I do believe there is cosmic timing. Everything came together. It was orchestrated to happen this way because there are too many of those 9s that are a coincidence. And I think I never thought about it until you just said it, but I really do think you could actually be right that Diddy is done in these streets. Eternal. If he's not done, as in deleted in prison, I think he could be, like you said, absolutely done when he comes out. There's no comeback.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe before the documentary, there may have been a chance for a comeback, because for a split second there, even though we'd always heard these things, we'd always heard rumors about Tupac's killing and the fact that Diddy may be affiliated and the fact that he may have orchestrated for Biggie to be in that area at the time. Now we're seeing it all played out. You know, it's actually documented. It's documented in a docuseries. It's not just someone speaking about it sort of in passing. So now everybody, and the people, the culture, the way they loved Biggie, the way they loved Tupac, it's like, okay. And then the way he just went after and, like you said, used people. I think Diddy literally is, the way you described him, he's a narcissist. He's a textbook. You know, a lot of times people say, oh, you know, this person's a narcissist, he's got narcissistic traits. But Diddy is, I think, the textbook definition, like you rightly said, of a narcissist. He doesn't care about anyone.
He's even worse than a narcissist. He's a psychopath.
Okay.
Psychopath. He has no feeling. He doesn't feel anything. He doesn't feel anything. He looks at you and uses you, or what can he use you for? Yeah. He doesn't love anything or anyone. Agreed. He doesn't love his youngest daughter, Love. He capitalizes, he manipulates, and he's a bully on top of which. He's a monster. He looks for everything and anything living, for the weakest, most vulnerable part of them, and that is the way that he uses to get in. That's it, at any cost.
Yes.
And once he's gotten what he wants from you, he renders you useless. You're worthless.
Agreed. Yeah.
And he's a coward because he knows his own weakness, and they must never get that close to him to know that in actual fact he's not capable. He's not a rapper.
No, he's not.
He has no talent, but he's a very good manager.
Yes.
He knows how to bring it together and create magic.
Yes, he knows how to spot other people's talent and 100%. Almost harness it. It's almost like he's sucking their energy from them.
Okay, look at the guy who produced his album for him, his Love album.
Let me find that young guy. What's his name? Little Run or whatever his name was.
Little Run or whatever.
Little Rod, yeah, I think. Little Rod, yeah.
That to him. For what? To pay him. Why not? There was a part where he was talking to his girlfriend, baby mama or whatever. He was off to the account or to the bank that was waiting for him, where he was going to transfer $200 million. The 90s, the early 2000s, you couldn't touch Diddy. He built Jennifer Lopez's career.
Yes. Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez's currency is her body. That body is 10 out of 10. She can stand 10 toes deep with any 15-year-old girl.
All day long.
Body is packed.
Indeed.
And she can sing, she can dance, she can act, but she's not. I said she can. I didn't say that she's a singer.
Okay, I would. My eyes have to
can dance.
The body, yes, everything.
You can act, but the body is 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I now understand. You don't even need the talent. That's why I brought up JLo.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
It's true.
You
She's
look,
living proof.
do you look like the front runner, like Danny King, where you should not even change your hairstyle or whatever unless we have it on paper, your makeup, your lipstick, or whatever. The body got to be body.
Yes,
It's got to be
exactly.
fire, because we're going to market that. We're going to produce that. With
Yeah.
that, you can do anything. With that, you
Yes.
can sell t-shirts, you can sell lipstick, you can sell hair, you can sell anything. The talent will do the auto-tune, we'll get somebody in the back to do something. We'll
Exactly.
get
Yeah, look, Christina Milian, Ashanti, these were all of JLo's vocals. All of those women carried JLo, but all we saw was the finish, perfection, the face, the body, and we were all.
And we have to call it what it is, because Mariah Carey can sing a whole auditorium down to the ground.
Exactly.
But who would they hire? The body.
Yeah.
The body.
Because we consume with our eyes before anything else. And
Because
JLo
the
understood that.
body sells. The body will sell.
Yeah.
The body will sell.
Indeed.
She will move, she will do whatever. Puffy is good at that.
He's A&R. He's A&R.
That was why he said, you know what she look like? And he made his money off of these artists. He made them sign papers, documents here, there, that was all favored, that all favored him. And he made millions. Ciroc gave him the contracts. He made millions. He made millions and he put it in his mama's name.
Because he is a marketing genius, yeah.
He's a marketing, promoting, advertising genius.
Yes, that much we can give him.
What it's supposed to look like, we'll buy it, because it's called principles of association. If it walks like, talks like, thinks like, talks like, looks like, it is. So Diddy looked at everything like commodity.
Yes.
It was commodity.
You're absolutely right. I think, let me tell you what I found really heartbroken, the part that stuck with me. Craig Mack, and I said this to you when we spoke yesterday. I remember Brand New Flavor in Your Ear, back in the day when that song came out. It was everywhere for like the millennials out there. I remember when he was on the box and me and my sister, but like Craig Mack was the ish back in the day. We loved Craig Mack. So to hear that person that brought Flavor in Your Ear, I don't even know if he did any other song, but that song was huge.
$100 bill out of a ward. Gave him that the wife had to borrow money from her father for them to eat.
He did that on purpose, and I think that to me was really, I was like, okay, this is what confirms you're a monster, because literally, you know how we spoke last week, like you said, about monkeys in a cage? That's almost what it felt like. It's almost like, imagine monkeys in a cage. There's a whole shed load of food outside, and literally what you break off the skin off a banana and give it to it and say, just eat that, okay? You just give him enough. Literally 100. He probably couldn't even buy a bottle in that club for $100.
$100 for what? It was such an insult.
Exactly.
It was such an insult. But guys, this is our part 1. We're going to come back with part 2, because we know that you guys need to come and take your breaks. Aretha, my darling, are you ready for part 2?
Oh yes, I'm definitely ready for part 2. Let's go.
My God, I am so excited. I am so excited, my darlings. We have officially launched the FDV website, and we have what? We've got products, we've got merch, we've got t-shirts, we've got tote bags. I am so excited. A lot of you said, Fumi, when are the t-shirts coming? And I want to tell you that I am terribly humbled. I had launched this exclusively at the meet and greet, and for the life of me, I did not know that we would sell out. I had no idea. So I had to put the money back into the business so that I could get some more t-shirts and tote bags for you. And I want to say what a journey this has been. The 2 t-shirts that I have, and I'm wearing one now with the v-neck, and I measured it so that it comes right down, whether you're a big bus busted, whether you're small busted, it will come right down to the center without opening with the bust. And darlings, I have what is delayed is not denied, because everything started much later in my life. I got married at 40. I had Adrian at 48. I started YouTube at 45. I started my business at 55. And so I want you guys to know that what is delayed is absolutely what is not denied. And so I made these for you in white as well as in black. It is tagless because I react to tags. We have t-shirts where you have no tags, and these go all the way from an extra large to an extra small. Some of you will be wondering, Fumi, what size are you wearing? I am wearing an extra small. We also have it in black for you, so let me show you. What is delayed is not denied. There you go. So whatever your preference, if you like white, if you like black, go right ahead. I love both. It is absolutely fabulous. Everybody, anybody can wear this. And just look at how it goes all the way down. I love it. So it covers your bottom for those of you that are conscious. You can also tuck it in halfway as well. Make it loose, loungy with your jeans. And then you can roll it up. You can style it any which way that you like. I love it because you can also layer it underneath your suits because it's getting colder now, and the quality is absolutely what? Absolutely fabulous. And for my ladies that are double X, you can get the extra large because it is that big. You're going to love them. Super soft. Put them in the wash. They don't shrink. They don't shift. They don't shed. I put a lot of work into this because it was really personal. And I wanted again to send a message that what is delayed is never denied. And that means that you're only prepping yourself for greatness. It will come to you with such greatness. The next t-shirt that I made was eating my salads and minding my business. I loved it. And that's how I got here, in essence. I ate my salads. I began to really have a healthier lifestyle. A healthier lifestyle, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. Meaning that what no longer served me, I no longer wanted. I think that I just thought I can just bash myself around. I can abuse myself. I can ill-treat myself. You don't say beautiful things to yourself. But I would say it to everybody else. Oh girl, you're fabulous, gorgeous, this, that. I never said it to myself. And I began to realize that, Fumi, you know what? In the eating your salads is a representation of really taking a healthier stance to all of you, to everything of you. And salads are healthy, but you have the mental, you have the emotional. So I started speaking positively to myself. It was amazing. It really was amazing. I got more confident and I really began to love myself. And in part was when I started to say, Fumi, wear your natural hair. You are beautiful. You say it to others, you don't say it to yourself. And when I started to say it to myself, I began to have more confidence. I also realized that, Fumi, you don't have to be in any negative spaces, negative anywhere, because what? I am healthier. Hence the eating my salads. The minding my business was amazing, because the more I minded my business, the more time I had to be productive with my life. Isn't that a trip? Oh my God. That is the real meaning of this. Mind my business. So I really wasn't into the gossip. I really wasn't into unproductive conversation. I sat at a table and every girl, lady, woman, female at that table was a CEO. When I tell you, we talked about production, we talked about fulfillment centers, we talked about where you can get better fabrics from Prague, from Portugal, from Bangladesh, from this, from that. I was rejuvenated. And I realized that, Fumi, when you stay away from stuff that does not serve you and is not productive to you, you truly mind your business. And I became a better mom. I became a better wife. I spent more time with the family. I enjoyed Adrian right across the board. That is a representation, because you are weeding out what no longer serves you mentally, emotionally, physically. Eating my salads and minding my business. They also come in an extra small, and it goes all the way to an extra large, and it's a bigger, loungier size. That's another thing, because I have been different sizes on this channel. Bigger busted, smaller busted. I've been curvy. I've been a limousine girl, and I loved every stage of me. I did. I really did. And that was why I said I'm going to make it a loose fit. Why? Because if you're a curvy girl, it will suit you. If you're a slimmer girl, it will suit you. If you're an athletic girl, it will suit you. It's no longer what you look like. Truly, it's how you feel. And my limousine girls and my curvy girls, do you know, at that stage was one of my happiest times of my life, because it was when I gave birth to Adrian. This body created life when I was told so many times that it couldn't. And that was how I really realized, it became so clear to me that, woman, you're amazing. Men can wear it too, my darling boys. I will come out with a crew neck, but I thought, let me come out with a V-neck so that you can put all of your jewelry. That's another thing. You can put all of your jewelry. You can put all of your necklaces. It's just enough for it to show. It is just enough. When I tell you, this took so long, and it's plain in front, and you got the message in the back. You see, when you're walking away, clicking in your heels, that's the message. I lived for it. So those are the t-shirts, my darlings. If they sell out, don't panic. Don't panic. I will order some more, okay? And then we have what? We have our tote bag. We have our tote bag with the thicker straps that you can carry with you, and you can take this to the gym. It's a sports bag. You can take it to the gym. You can take it to the supermarket. You can take it to work. It's got the logos on both ends. And I'm going to show you something also. You have a magnetic clip, so you can clip it in. It will hold in together. Also, when you pull it apart, you will have the label also in the bag, and then you've got a big purse right here to put all of your keys. But guess what? Multi-purpose, my darling. You can also fold this bag. So I'm going to show you as is. You just turn it in like so on both sides. There you go. You fold it. Guess what? You fold it into the opening pochette. And there you go. There you go. So you can have this as an extra shopping bag. You can have this as an extra bag when you're going anywhere, even on the airport, when you're traveling. It's so handy. So handy. It's a canvas bag. It is absolutely washable. It does not change. And we have it in pink. We have it in orange. We have it in sky blue, of which I live and love. Yes. And then we also have it in ice cream. Ice cream, because I love ice cream, and I also love yogurt. So baby girl, you are looking absolutely cute. I hope you enjoy these, my darlings. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for riding with me. This is just the beginning, because the bras are coming, the slips are coming, the panties are coming, the makeup, the skincare, the Afro hair care kit is coming. It's all coming, my darling. This is a black-owned brand, and I am self-funded. My financier is my wonderful husband. Thank you. Thank you, Ula. Thank you for the unconditional love and support. I could never do any of this without him. You're so generous, and God bless you. And God bless you too, my beautiful Fumi Nation. and I am so excited. The link is below, and I will be sharing how to wear the t-shirts, different styles, different suits for you. Thank you so very much. God bless. Bye bye. Yay! We have launched. We have launched. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I am so excited. I am what? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.